What is up, YouTube? My name's Jackie Clark. I am Burnout to Balance coach, and you are here because you struggle with burnout and all you want is to get a formula where you can skip all of the missteps and create a successful business and life without burnout. So if that's what you're looking for, you are in the right place, because that is exactly what we're gonna do. Let's get down to business. So in this first video, I want to talk to you about 4 key things. The first one is a little bit of my background and why I am the right person to talk to you about burnout and this journey that we're going to go on together. The second is looking at my values and what you can expect from this channel, the content and everything that I share with you, because I've got kind of 3 pillars that I work everything off. The third is going to be the actual content, what are the core pillars we're going to be covering and what you can expect from the channel as a whole. And then lastly, I want to talk to you a little bit about what is going to be happening over the next 6 months. So it's going to be super exciting to have you come along on this journey with me. This is Millie, by the way. She will be coming on the journey with us as well. And there's loads of exciting things that are going to be happening in my life, in my business, and hopefully in your life as well as we go on this process. You will find out so much more about me just naturally through the process of watching these videos. But I wanted to give you some of the key highlights that I think is important for you to know up front. I am currently a business owner. I run an online program called the Burnout to Balance program, and I'm in the process of writing my first book. My journey with burnout was really interesting, and I didn't necessarily notice that I was burnt out immediately. It took me a while. Bit of a slow starter. And when I was working in corporate, I was doing all of the normal things, climbing up the ladder, getting married, doing all of the things that I thought I had to do in order to be successful. And what I found is the more that I achieved each of those different things, the more unhappy I got. And that's a really weird thing to say, because people think that when you achieve these big things, you're just going to feel happy. But so many people I hear talking about achieving and just not feeling that sense of fulfillment that they thought they would. I've gone on that journey. I had a corporate career. I built my way up until into the managerial kind of pool, managed a team, and got made redundant back in the beginning of 2017. And since then to now, so much has happened. If I'm honest with myself and with you, I was already burnt out at that point, but I hadn't recognized it and I didn't accept it. So I launched straight into starting a business. I hit 6 figures within the first 6 months, and I was working 17-hour days to make that possible. Yeah, you heard me. 17-hour days. And realistically, building from burnout straight into 17-hour days was never going to be the solution. I strongly believe that the universe places things in front of you for you to get the message. And I think that my redundancy was the first indication of oh, you should probably slow down a little bit. And obviously I did the complete opposite and was like, no thank you, I'm just going to speed up. In 2017, we got the news that my aunt was ill, and she ended up passing away in 2017. And this was the first moment that I kind of took a breath and let myself sort of process some of how I was feeling and some of what was going on and the way that I was working. And then it kind of grew from there. So I ended up having 3 more deaths in a year period after losing my aunt, and they were all immediate family members. Some of them were a bit more expected than others, but when I finally got to the end of 2018, I was literally broken. It was so hard, and I ended up having to walk away from my business. I ended up having to walk away from all of my contracts, walk away from everything that I thought made me a success, and walk away from the money, the income as well. So it was really important for me to kind of mark, like, that was the first moment that I accepted that I was burnt out. And I think that this is really, really key, because the moment that you just put your hands up and you say, actually, I accept that I have burnt myself out and I take responsibility, that is when you can actually start to do something different. That is when the magic really starts. You're like, have you actually said out loud to yourself or people around you that you think you have worked yourself to burnout? Can you actually bring yourself to say that out loud? What does that do in your body when you say that out loud? How does that change the way that you show up or interact with yourself, like, as you go through that process? Because I think it's really important when you can identify that you've burnt yourself out. It's a really important distinction. And then actually from there, 2019, 2020, we all know how that year went, 2021, like, it's all been a building block where I have teetered back and forth between, doing things to get myself to a good place and then overloading myself again. And it wasn't like a quick, one, you gonna relax? It wasn't a quick, like, one thing and suddenly I'm not burnt out anymore and I've got all this energy and I can just show up in the world. It was a long process over a period of time. Along the way we had, more things happen. So we've had a pandemic. I've lost another family member, which really kind of rocked the boat because I thought I was doing well. And then that happened and I realized actually, I was compartmentalizing a lot of the different situations in my life and not living fully. There's so much that I want to share with you as we go on this journey. There's so much that I want to talk to you about. The reason why I'm doing this is because I know that there are so many people in the world who are sitting in the same place that I was. I know that there are so many people who just need somebody to say, I've walked this path before and I can tell you what worked and what didn't. And not everything that worked for me is going to work for you, which is absolutely fine as well. But I want you to know that you're not alone on this journey. So as we go on this journey, I'm going to give you hints, I'm going to give you tips, I'm going to give you journal prompts, I'm going to give you all of the things, but at the same time, I just want to give you, like, solidarity. We can all go through this together and we can all be fine when we come out the other end of it. So, Pop's having some food, and I thought I'd take this moment to just talk to you about the values of the channel and me as a person. So one of the big things that I am all about is truth. I will tell you honestly, I will tell you raw, blatant. I think it's really important that you understand the journey that you're going on, you understand the things that can help, and that you're ready to take radical responsibility for yourself. If you are, then this channel is going to be really great for you, because I will tell you the truth of what it takes to move through burnout, what it takes to have a more balanced and happy life, but also what it takes to actually run a business as you go through that process, because it's not always easy to do these things. You're gonna get a lot of truth as you go through this process. The next thing is I am all about insane value. So whether it is in a paid container that I'm running or whether it is in free content, I really, really want to give insane value always. If you don't know, I'm originally from South Africa and I absolutely love the idea of being able to help people that are more disadvantaged than I am. The fact that I can create free content, the fact that I can add insane value and tell you all of the secrets if you're willing to come on the journey and actually listen, it just blows my mind, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity. Lastly, is this idea of freedom. So freedom is a huge value for me. I think that everyone should have the freedom to live the life that they want to live, and that is on absolutely every single level. When it comes down to our basic human rights, when it comes up to, luxuries and the way that we live our lives and the content that we share and how we show up in the world. I think it's really, really important that everything that I do is gonna feed from a place of freedom, of accessing your freedom in the present moment right now. Because a lot of people put freedom as a future goal that they're never going to be able to obtain. And I want you to know that that is not the case. So this is where we're going to be functioning from. A lot of truth, insane amounts of value, and freedom. Freedom, freedom, freedom. So if you're up for all of those things, then you're in the right place and you can come on this journey with me. So the third thing that I said that I wanted to talk to you about is what you can expect from this channel. This channel is purely built for women in business who are feeling burnt out or close to burnout. So if you feel like you're doing too much, there's too much going on, you don't know where to focus, life and business and just being is quite overwhelming for you at the moment, I understand, and I'm here to help. I'm going to be focusing on the core areas that really helped me move through my burnout, and that's going to be looking at the truth about burnout, the core activities that you can do to help yourself move through this, the questions you can ask, how you can reposition things for yourself and in your mind. But we're also going to be looking at business. So as I said, I am a business coach. I help people set up their businesses in the most user-friendly way, and part of that is using funnel marketing and social media. So if you have anything specific that you would love for me to cover on the channel, literally drop a comment below and I can do that for you. But the really key thing is that you can connect with me here, or you can connect with me over on Instagram as well, and you can talk to me in the DMs. Tell me exactly what you would love to see and what questions you have, because I really want this to be in a community effort. This process that I'm going through in creating these videos is, you know, one for me because I'm absolutely loving the process, but two for you as a community member as well. Hoping that I can give you some value and help you through a time where I look back and I wish that there were more people who could have helped me. I wish that there were more people talking honestly in their authority about burnout and business and life and how difficult it can be at times. That is what I'm here for, and I literally am so excited to go on this journey. I don't know if I can say that like enough times, but it's so true. This is such a shift. Me 3 years ago would have never just sat down in front of a camera and made a video. And I think that that really speaks to the journey that I've gone on. So I want you to feel this like content energy as well, and that's just part of the journey. So I'm so excited. Okay, and then finally I said that I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the journey of the next 6 months. So as you know, the channel is going to be growing and we're going to be going through the process of creating content, just adding so much impact in the world, which I'm super excited about. But the really exciting thing is that myself and my husband and Millie, the cute dog, and our 2 cats are going to be relocating back to South Africa, where we grew up, where we lived for all of our childhood and into our early adult lives. But since we have been living in the UK for the last 14 years, and part of this journey is that we really want to shift and live in alignment with the things that we want to achieve, and we want to bring freedom into our present. So while I'm taking you on this journey and showing you how you can achieve these things, the really kind of key thing is going to be that we're going to be going through the journey at the same time, and we're going to be achieving these things too, which is so exciting. We'll talk to you a bit more about the house move and selling the house and where we're going to be moving to. And if you're interested in all of that, let me know if you want to know more about the journey, because I'm super excited to share it. Like, this feels like it's been building for a couple of years now, getting us ready to this point where we can actually move, and you know, I've got a business that can now let me live anywhere in the world and still work, which is super exciting. So yeah, I wanted to just share that with you. That is a kind of jumping off point, if we call it that. And as we go through the process of sharing the content of the channel, but also the content of our move, I really hope that I can not only give you value add, but also inspiration for what your life could look like once you release the burnout and just take radical responsibility for yourself. So I'm so excited to go on this journey. I know that Millie is. She was in the video earlier, and the cats are less phased about the situation. I'll show you. This is Oscar. Hey baby. and Max is our other cat, which I will introduce you to in one of the future videos once he decides to come back in from outside. He is lying in the sun today. Okay, so that's me. If you want to know more about the process of getting from a burnt out place into a place of like absolute contentment and excitement with your life, then please hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, and come along on this journey with me. I literally cannot wait to do this with you. Chat soon, guys. Bye.